Commanders! It's Bradford here. Have you ever looked out into the night sky and wondered, what the hell are all those shiny lights out there? Bradford sure does. And while many people will tell you it's just a bunch of rocks and stars and stuff, you gotta remember that, at one point, people thought the Earth was a big round ball in space, and not as we now know it to be, a flat texture stretched over a curved three-dimensional polysphere. But there's this little thing inside of humanity that drives us to explore and expand the breadth of our knowledge, to go into the unknown and to understand what the hell it's all about just by looking at it. But the best thing is that you can get paid for doing this. So if you want to get rich and be as lazy as possible, you should be an explorer. And if you're not the first person to look at something, you'll see the names of all the famous explorers that came before you. Oh, this universe is full of weirdos, man. And you know what? That's a good enough reason to get outside the bubble on your lonesome. But here's some things that you need to know before you do. Now, step one is to pack a fuel scoop. Unless you plan on exploring how to be an idiot, you are going to need to get some gas if you want to go far. Suddenly, the stars are now gas stations, only they're totally free, but there's no snacks to buy. But only some stars are scoopable, and there's a good way to remember it. It's an acronym, it's a KGB foam. But as I say fuck bam. You pronounce fuck bam. These are classes of stars that have the tasty juice if you need to keep yourself going. Or you can just use the filter on the galaxy map, whatever. Fuck bomb. Now, step 2 is to buy an Advanced Discovery Scanner 2. If you want murdering people and mining like Bradford did, you can afford this fancy piece of scientific instrumentation that goes... and it will scan all of the things in the system. You can also grab a surface scanner, which looks the same, but it doesn't make any cool noises. Now, this will make it so that if you stare directly at the sun, you'll make more money. Trust Bradford and get one. Or you should also consider an AMFU. And no, I didn't just come on to you. That's an Automan fixing unit, which is like a little ship doctor man who lives in the pipes and he makes your ships feel good. You should get one, okay? Now, step 3 is to get out there and enjoy the sights, you little explorer, you. If you just pick any direction and go far enough, you'll be the first to see the local sights at whatever lonely place you end up in. Just don't forget to actually enjoy yourself, though. Don't just jumpity jump. You have to take a time to check the occasional gas giant or a rocky potato moon, if you come across them. You might find a pretty view to relax your brain. Now, step 4 is to point your ship directly at a planet and pull your throttle right to the top. Shit! Oh, that was just a horrible dream. Or was it a side effect of my medication? Wrong. It's what could happen to you if you get the space madness. That's right. Being an explorer isn't so easy after all. When you head out there, you'll find yourself battling your own mind. It'll start with little thoughts like, it would be so much faster to go back if I just blew up in the sun. But then you think about it more and you realize that it's true, because you won't make any money for this trip, but then you think about all the therapy you'll need after manually jumping back, jump. You're practically saving money by ending your life. So, I mean, hold up a minute, Bradford. It looks like you've got the space madness there. Now get away from your ship computer and go chill out. Read a book, stretch your space legs, or call a friend on the Intergalactic Communication Network. Consensual rebuys for dummies, okay? So Bradford recommends exploring in short bursts for now to avoid that game-ending space madness. Go check out the California Nebula or something. That's close. And anyway, that's what you do in order to do the exploration. It's so easy, so go out there and put your names in the galaxy. But watch out for that space madness.